Rising seas, floods, and wildfires are threatening the country's most cherished historic sites, according to a new document authored by the Union of Concerned Scientists. The National Landmarks at Risk is a report that breaks down the growing consequences of climate change at a local level with a focus on U.S. national parks and monuments. The independent coalition rolled out the report on Monday. The release even came with a trailer.
How well do you know America? The places and stories that launched a young nation, sent it soaring to new heights. Together, symbolizing America's hopes and dreams, celebrating our history and heritage. Are you one of the millions who visits these national treasures every year? Because their future is threatened by climate change. Already, climate-induced wildfires and floods are affecting many of America's most historic landmarks. It's not too late. Help preserve our national treasures.
The report devotes a section to two popular West Hawaii National Park properties, Pu'uhonua o Honaunau and Koloko Honokohau. At Honaunau, the National Park Service has identified the Great Wall, the Aleale'a Heiau Temple site, and two historic sections of trail as being among the cultural resources most vulnerable to sea level rise. According to the report, the Aleale'a Heiau is a stone platform within the Pu'uhonua that is thought to have been built as part of the sacred refuge, but then became a place where chiefs relaxed and watched hula dancing. These and other irreplaceable cultural resources are located in low-lying areas of the park that have repeatedly been damaged by storm surges and flooding in the past. A little farther up the Kona coast at Koloko Honokohau National Historical Park, sea level rise threatens ancient structures that were used for trapping and raising fish. The report says, quote, a coastal hazard analysis carried out for the National Park Service by scientists from Stanford University and the University of Hawaii identified the Koloko Fish Pond, the Aiopio Fish Trap, and the Aimakapa Fish Pond as among the park's historic features most at risk from coastal hazards. The beach in front of the Aimakapa Fish Pond, which was used to raise fish for the royal chiefs and may be more than 600 years old, is currently eroding at a rate of 3 to 4 inches per year. Because the beach separates the pond from the ocean, if this rate of change continues, the number of times the beach is overtopped by waves each year will likely increase. The ponds could be breached altogether by 2050. Similarly, the walls of the Aiopio Fish Trap could be completely submerged by the end of the century. The report notes the presence of the Mauna Loa Observatory on the island. The Joint National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration and Scripps Institution of Oceanography effort takes center stage in the climate change debate. That's because the observatory has the world's longest high-quality record of atmospheric CO2 concentrations. The report suggests sea level rise is already here. Tide gauges show that the sea around the Big Island is already rising and projected to continue rising. The concerned scientists say this is the result both of global warming and subsiding land. The report adds that a rising ocean could exacerbate the impacts of periodic extreme events such as tsunamis caused by earthquakes, storm surges, and typhoons. Just look at this 2011 video of the village of Napo'opo'o just north of Honaunau to see what a rising sea can do. This is the aftermath of the tsunami triggered by the March 11, 2011 Tohoku earthquake in Japan. The report continues a trend of troubling climate findings. Just last week, researchers at NASA released a study finding a rapidly melting section of the West Antarctic ice sheet appears to be in an irreversible state of decline, with nothing to stop the glaciers from melting into the sea.
We passed the point of no return, and at this point, we'll say it's just a matter of time before these glaciers completely disappear to sea.
Scientists say these glaciers already contribute significantly to sea level rise, containing enough ice to raise the global sea level by 4 feet. And they are melting faster than most scientists had expected.